Hello friends and enemies, welcome to or back to Happy Pronounced Musical here with weekly vlogs again. I'm so excited. Let me take this AirPod out. I've been bopping around a secret project book this morning and honestly, I just have a lot of things to talk to y'all about again. I missed this so much. I missed this. This was, this might sound weird, I don't know, but I feel like for me, vlogging has just been a really fun way to like talk to you guys every week, kind of keep you up to date with my life. Obviously, I also needed a little bit of a break, so that was good for me, but I'm here, I'm back. It is April 29th, and I cannot believe this month is almost over. I feel like my break went by so quickly, and now I have to do some more prep so I can travel. I really am just like excited to be back, but I thought I'd catch you up to speed on April a little bit here in the beginning, and then we'll kind of talk about everything I'm reading. My regular Kindle's charging, so I've been rotating through the two of them. So first things first, things have just been a little wonky because as we were leaving Charlotte, no less than 10 minutes into our drive, we got rear-ended. Luckily we were in a rental car, so I think that handling those elements was a little better than they would have been otherwise, because like we were able to go switch cars, and I thought I was gonna vlog more on that trip, but I didn't, which is why that was just kind of in my reset, and partially just because like I don't know why I didn't vlog. I just didn't. I didn't do as much, and I just realized how much Charlotte is not a place for me while we were there, which is really weird because, you know, we lived there for 5 years, 6 years, almost 6 years, and I don't like, as your chronic mover, I was surprised at how quickly I fell out of love with Charlotte and how much going back reminds me of why I'm okay to not be there anymore. But yeah, we got rear-ended. We are fine. But prior to that, Grumps hurt his back a little bit doing a workout. In fact, I'm playing with the weights he hurt himself with at my feet. So he hurt his back, and then we got rear-ended. So that did not help. And he's basically just been working from home because of that injury. He can't really, it's not really a great idea for him to drive into the office and like agitate his back more in the car, and then he doesn't have a great desk chair at work, so it's a whole thing. Anyways, so he's been work from home, and I have been just spinning in chaos because like my whole entire routines are off. I'm pretty used to him being home, but when he's home working from home, just it messes up my entire routine. So hopefully this week we're gonna get ourselves a little bit back on track. I'm washing bedding right now while I'm washing sheets. I'm gonna wash the comforter tomorrow and his blanket that he sleeps with tomorrow. One day I'll upgrade us fully to the like Scandinavian sleep style, but for now we just have different things. And Millie wants out, so hold on, you're gonna come with me. So I'm doing that. I'm washing towels right now. Like, we are resetting this house as much as we can over the next few days, because I want to, when I have to leave for Texas, one, be pretty well prepped, honestly, for that, and like not have a ton of house stuff to do when I come back, because I'm gonna be gone. Like, Grumps will be home and I'll be gone there for a bit, so that's part of it too. Reading wise, I am just not on the struggle bus. I'm not like fully slumpy. I'm just in that spot where I do not know what I want to read. So like I am really excited to read Butcher and Blackbird. So I do plan to read that during this vlog. I'm also working on finishing up the last 4. I'm on book 3. There's 6, I think. So the next 4 full-length books in the Secret Project vlog. I'm not going to say it here. I've said it in my wrap-ups if you're curious. But yeah, that way if anybody doesn't want to be spoiled, you don't have to worry about it here. So I want to finish those up here, hopefully this week or early next week. And then I also have to start pre-filming a bunch of stuff. It's a whole bunch. It's okay. It'll be fine. But on that note, reading wise, what have I been up to? So I started a book last night because I was just like, you know, we're going to try it. I've never read this author. Let's try it. That author is Candy Steiner, and I read Learn Your Lesson, This is a single dad nanny romance. He's a widower. His daughter is 5. They lost the mom like 3 months after she was born. So he's been single for a while. And he's just trying his hardest to provide for this girl, his daughter, and like do his best. It's so precious. Oh my goodness, it's so precious. But he is doing that, and I read up to like 87% last night. So I started it in the afternoon. We watched Fast X, which we've caught up on all the Fast and the Furious movies last month, which was great. And while we watched that, I continued to read. Got fussed at. We had to rewind so I could see a thing. And now I am like done with that. I finished it this morning. Like I had my coffee and read the last couple pages. It is also a hockey romance, and I loved it. And I'm actually really excited for the next book, because the next book sounds really fun, because he wants to kiss her, she wants to hit him, and I just think that sounds like such a fun setup. She's also a pop star. He's also a hockey player, of course. So yeah, I'm very, very intrigued by where this is going. And yeah, I think this one will be really fun, but I probably will circle back and possibly read some of the other ones in this series over time. But yeah, I loved it. I give it a 4-star. If that's what Candy Steiner's writing is like, I think I need to read more of her sports books. I have no interest in her whiskey one that a lot of people like. That's one that for me is just never like clicked as I need to read it. So it's not one I don't see myself going back to, but I might read her first series eventually, because I have one of those for free. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. I am a little bit into the 3rd book in the Secret Project, and otherwise I just need to pick up a new book, which is going to be Butcher and Blackbird. We are kicking this week's vlog off with Butcher and Blackbird, because I told you I was going to read it, so we're going to read it. As soon as I'm done with book 4 in Secret Project, I'm going to pick up my members pick also, so we'll see. But yeah, that's where we're at. It has been busy and quiet all at once, so I'm just excited to get my life back together a little bit, because I just feel like my house, I mean, look, I'm mortified. I have so many boxes. I need to ship Shay more of her books, because I've shipped 1 box and I have at least 2 more, and then I have stuff to ship her when I get to my mom and dad's. It's a whole thing. So I'm gonna start working on some of that. It's probably a bad idea, but I updated Stardew Valley on my Switch, so maybe I might play some Stardew Valley sooner than later. So it's probably gonna be a bad idea, but that might be my treat if I can like get my life together this month / this next 2 weeks. Otherwise, yeah, there's not a ton going on. It's just been a time, quite literally, with everything getting moved and bumped around, and then like our quick jaunt down to Charlotte and back, and the rear ending and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else right now. Like, those are the biggest things that happened. Like I said, we're all safe. None of us were injured. If anything, it maybe kickstarted my cycle. That was funny, because I was like, I hurt so bad, and then I started and I was like, oh, a couple days early, it's fine. Either way, 30 and 30 is wrapping up. I only have 2 more volumes to read, and I'll have read my 30 and 30, and I honestly am feeling pretty dang good about that as well. And I'm hoping in May to carry on with reading at least maybe 15 to 20 volumes and clearing more of my TBR shelf. So yeah, that's where we're at. All right, I am going to go get the bedding out of the dryer and put that on the bed, because it is dry now, and switch the towels, and then wash the floor rugs. I need to get new bathroom floor rugs. We might go look for some of those this week. All right, that's where we're at. I have babbled at you for way too long, but I'm back. Let's go be productive for a hot minute and feel like our life is together, maybe.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night.
I'm getting ready for bed here in a moment, but these bangs need washed so bad, but they'll probably get pulled up tomorrow. I need to update you because here's the deal. I am now 11% into Butcher and Blackbird, and y'all, this has been really fun so far. Is it gross? Yes, there's definitely some gross elements, do not get me wrong. But now that I'm like 11% in, what chapter is that? Hold on, I just looked. So I'm on chapter 5. I'm really intrigued by Sloane and Rowan's dynamic. This is fascinating. I'm also intrigued because I think we've got just an interesting setup happening, and obviously we're getting a setup for the 3 books in the series about all the brothers. I love that Rowan's the middle child and that we're starting with the middle child. I do think that's kind of funny, so that's been interesting. But yeah, I'm like very intrigued by both of them and by their dynamic. The entire beginning, like, I've already giggled. Like, this was billed as like a dark rom-com, and I've giggled in it, and I honestly just, the word rom-com just over my head every time I read it. I never believe it. It's not real. That's not a thing that exists anymore. Nobody knows how to write those, so I'm left very impressed right now. But yeah, I really am enjoying this so far. I'm excited to lay down and read some more of it. I don't know how far I'll get tonight in bed, but I did really like it so far, and I'm really, really, really intrigued to see like where this is going. And I love the setup of a little competition. I do think it's fascinating also that this is basically like 2 Dexter style people, which feels very like I can do the job better than the cops, which is kind of a type of propaganda. Again, fascinating. I've got to do some more learnings and reading on propaganda to like have the discussion I want to have about these books. So I'm going to be doing that very soon, and we will be discussing it in a regular video at some point. But yeah, right now I'm really enjoying it and really excited to see where it goes. I'm also not ready to get grossed out. I know I'm going to get grossed out at some point, and that's okay. So I'm just like prepping myself for that to happen.
Faces merchant change, but your face remain the same. The swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. A significant life, just what it was needed. Clean in the blackest night.
Good morning. Good morning. I have my coffee, as you see. Did I spell the first round everywhere? Yeah. Anyways, I have a minute 35 left on my hash brown patties that I'm trying with avocado on top and some egg. I'm trying to be a breakfast girl. I'm trying to be better and actually eat breakfast. So we'll see how this goes. Because I know just drinking my coffee is technically not enough. Grumps is off to work already, of course. I mean, it's like 9 in the morning. But I am very curious to see how this goes. So one thing I want to do this week, which we're going to do in the vlog, is I bought croissants at Aldi. And I keep seeing the chocolate chip cookie croissants where you put the cookie dough inside and then on top. We're going to try that. We're going to get pre-made to do it because I'm not going to spend my energy making cookie dough until I know it's good. You know? Like, I got to know it's good. So, we're going to pick up some cookie dough maybe today or tomorrow. It's kind of a busy Wednesday. So, I got to film. I need to film the outro and haul for my 30 and 30 vlog. I need to finish editing that. I'm about halfway through. I also need to film Sunday's video, which I can tell you about. Oh my god, you already know. I can actually talk about this, which is the amazing readathon announcement. I hope you're joining Team Romance. I'll link it down below. Come join us. So I have to film that. And then I think I'm gonna also try and film my April highs, lows, and stats, because then I'm done through next Thursday because it's just this vlog, which would give me an opportunity to get ahead. But anyways, food's ready.
Nobody's losing.
Okay, it is 12:30. It is the first of the month and I need to go to the store. So we're gonna do that now. We are dressed in our little cutie overalls and a sweater. The hair is pulled up because with these bangs, I feel like I have to have my hair pulled up to not feel like Edna mode, or as May called me, the first like round of Dora. The bangs are already better though. So like we're getting there. I will be in love with them in literally another week and a half probably because my hair grows so freaking fast. It's so annoying. It's fine. I know it's a good problem to have, but like it's also frustrating. Anyways, we're gonna go to the store. I only need a handful of things at the store. I have to get provolone cheese for the Philly cheesesteaks tonight. I have to get cookie dough so I can make the croissant cookie dough situation. Lemons because I want to make homemade lemonade. And container 4 said, no, I don't need a container anymore because I found my big jar with a lid. Anyways, so I'm gonna make homemade lemonade. And I also need, I think that's all I need. Maybe one other thing. I think. Like I have it all in my like mock-up Walmart cart. And I'm debating if I want to go to Publix today or tomorrow because I do want to get more of our Chobani creamer because it's on sale BOGO right now. I might do that tomorrow though because I really would like to get filming done for the next like chunk of time so I can really read some more. But I think while I do these errands, it's a secret project, but I just realized, I didn't realize this came out yesterday and I feel so silly because I kept seeing the cover and I really wanted to read it and I was very curious about it. And that is A Magical Girl Retires. I just got it in from Libby. It's a very short audiobook, like it's 3 hours approximately. This is translated fiction from South Korea, obviously. And yeah, I want to start this. I love the cover because it pays so much homage to favorite things like Sailor Moon and Magical Girls. So I think I'm going to start that and listen to it while I run these errands. I may finish it because it should only take me about an hour to an hour and a half to read if I slow it down some. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to listen to. I'm going to be trying for an audiobook a day this month, I think. Give or take. Maybe not on the weekends, but I would like to during the week, like 5 audiobooks. I feel like that would be really nice to manage, give or take. Like I would love to end May having read like 20 plus books. Also kind of a gear up for the readathon, but either way. Anyways, I'm gonna go run these errands. I will be back very, very soon. I promise. With updates and thoughts and opinions on A Magical Girl Retires, and then we'll film. Like I'll do my makeup and we'll film. All right, let's do this. I'm up here filming. Put all my manga away. Knocked the little cute glass orb off of this. So, this is why I don't buy expensive decor. But also, just like had to run the animals out of the room, close the door. I think I got all the glass up, so that's good news. But I came to update you because one, I have to film 2 more things today. And I wanted to film like a quick update because I did finish A Magical Girl Retires. But I had forgotten this was coming out. And then I watched Dog-Eared Books, who I love on TikTok. She does new release Tuesdays. She held it up and I was like, oh my God, I need to read this. That's right, I saw it. And I was like, I know I want to read this. And I just didn't realize, like I hadn't noted in my brain, like it comes out today, which was yesterday on Tuesday. So I hopped on to good old Libby, checked it out yesterday, read it today. It is so quick, right? So I read it in the time span it took me to run to Walmart. I ran by the gas station, got a soda on my way home, and then here we are. I'm fidgeting with this, I'm sorry. So yeah, here we are, I'm back. And honestly, I had a lot of fun with this. It is definitely a love letter to millennial girls who were raised on magical girls. And I mean, obviously there are non-millennial girls raised on magical girls, but the cover, some of the stuff inside to me really paid homage to that. But I also really appreciated how we discussed what it took for them to become magical girls. Like it was always this traumatic event. And our heroine is a struggling 29-year-old. She's like lost her job in COVID, trying to find new work. She's in credit card debt. She's trying to figure it out. She's trying to live. Decides, this is like the first chapter. She basically is going to off herself. She attempts suicide. So do know that going in. And then also one of the other magical girls we meet has a domestic violence sort of event that causes her trauma to activate her magical powers. So know that going in as well. There's a bit of like interesting friendship, perhaps slightly sapphic undertones, I would call it, in this one as well, which I enjoyed a lot. And it is also about talking a lot about climate change and women seeking justice for wrongs done to them to like balance the scales. Very interesting, especially in the conversations currently happening in South Korea, if you're aware of them, like around the 4B movement. But yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed this. It's like a 4.5 for me. I definitely want to get a copy for my shelves. Like, it's such a pretty cover. It's such a interesting, quick little novella. I also am realizing I probably would really enjoy a lot of translated contemporary fiction-y lit fic stuff, because for me, this was a lot better than other like American and British lit fic I've tried to read before. So I don't know. I'm happily surprised and pleased to be reading this, and I'm excited to see what other stuff gets published here in the States by this author. Translator did a fantastic job as well. I just had a good time overall, so I would love to know if anyone else is picking this up or plans to, but that's all I've got right now. I'm gonna finish filming. I've got 2 more things to film, so I'm gonna do that, and I'll be back to talk to y'all in a bit. And also, we're gonna make lemonade when I'm done.
You make me nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. All of the things you said to me, it seems like.
Good morning. As of last night, I made it to about 30% through Butcher and Blackbird. Sorry, it's gonna get dark. I gotta turn the light on. I'm waiting on the yard guy to show up, so I wanted to update you. So I think he's outside, so I wanted to update you before that happened, before I forget. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this book, and I'm glad I took my time reading it. Like this little bit, first bit of it, because it is definitely something I could see like picking up and basically not putting down until I'm done. So I'm happy I started it when I did, and I'm excited to see where it goes. Today, what is it? It's Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday because it's your day. Today I am honestly probably home most of the day, so I will probably be reading a good chunk of this. And I don't know what my audio today is. It might be Secret Project. But yeah, I'm gonna keep reading this, and I need to edit, so I'll probably get ready here and edit at some point. And I might audiobook in Lego at some point. I need to, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing that. I want to walk on my treadmill for a bit, my little walking pad, and definitely just like kind of have a chill day. I did a lot yesterday, so I'm really going to be trying to balance doing a lot and not doing too much today. But yeah, I'm going to start editing so I can get through next week's videos, because I realized that I have to be done tomorrow with editing for next week, and then I need to be started on the week after. So we gotta pick up our pace here just a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and yeah, I'll be back to talk to you a little bit later today, but I'm gonna drink my coffee and start my edit, and at some point I'll style my hair.
You like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right.
Hello. I have not read today yet. You know, I've still had a chill day. I'm not going to say I haven't. I'm working on dinner right now. Grumps is calling me. So I'm going to work on dinner, and I will be reading tonight, and I'll update you then.
Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight.
Good morning. It's Friday. I went to bed last night with like a smidge of Butcher and Blackbird left, because I have been... Listen, we're going to blame the summer sun. I've been in a better mood, but also, like, I've not been sleeping as much as I normally do. And I think it's because the sun's coming in my window, and I don't got time right now to, like, put in, like, blackout blinds. Also, I don't know if I should, because I feel like I'm the person who would just never be awake then. But I woke up this morning at, like, 7 a.m., laid in bed and scrolled TikTok, and then had my coffee and finished Butcher and Blackbird, and I'm going to update you right now before I get ready for the day. I don't know what to rate this book. Like, it was good. I liked a lot of it. Definitely advice of, like, do not eat ice cream while you're reading this book. It's solid. It's true. It is definitely gory. I think it's a 4-star. It might be a 5. I'm really not sure. I am definitely extremely excited for book 2, though, because I think the setup for book 2 has my interest peaked even more than the book 1 did. But it's such an interesting book, because I feel like this takes a serial killer thing, and it's quite a slow burn, to be honest with you. When I read darker books like this, I often expect it to be a lot quicker. for them to be hooking up and like kind of running off the rails. And this is definitely like slow burn. It being sold as this rom-com-y dark romance actually tracks, which is also weird to actually have pay off someone being like, it's kind of a rom-com, and it is kind of a rom-com in a way, just dark. That's not normal. Like, we don't normally get dark rom-coms, I feel like. And I also feel like, again, you get that rom-com label and it rarely pans out, right? It's rarely a funny book. So I was surprised by that. I am surprised to see, I don't know, it just surprised me in a lot of ways. I really liked the end epilogue bonus thing, the skullduggery story. That was really sweet. I really liked a lot of it. I liked that you can tell Bren Weaver is a romance reader, not just someone trying to write in this genre, which like is something I've noticed not a ton. Like, I don't read a ton of those books, but it's definitely a thing that I've experienced before. And I liked, like, it was swoony. Like, there were swoony moments. Again, that rom-com label was there and present, while also giving me, like, Dexter and Hannibal show vibes, because I did. Oh my God. I don't know if we've ever discussed this on my channel. My whole family, besides my dad, were avid, even Grumps. Like, Grumps and I, my mom, my brother, all watched Dexter, would talk about Dexter. Like, we loved watching Dexter, right? And then also loved watching Hannibal, and then that show got canned. Like, so sad. Have I ever watched, like, the Hannibal movie, like, the original Hannibal? No, absolutely not. But, like, this paid homage, I feel like, to a lot of classic horror things that I know, even though I don't consume a lot of that kind of horror. In fact, our main character, Sloane, gave me very much the vibes of the murders in Hannibal, with like the art and the like all that stuff. And, you know, we had like a guy with the chainsaw. Like, we had a lot of homage to classic horror things, so I thought that was really interesting. And yeah, I don't know, it's so weird reading what these characters do, and also like exist in the real world doing their normal human jobs, obviously, but also like it was just fun in a weird way. Like, I don't know, I'm so confused about how I feel about this book, because again, I really liked it. Like, I'm debating if I want to pre-order a signed copy from the Ripped Bodice in Brooklyn for book 2, because like this was great. Like, this is fantastic. And yeah, I really liked it. So maybe it is a 5-star. I'm just like not sure, because it's not that I have like strong feelings about it. Like, I don't have super strong feelings. I'm just surprised by it. I often feel like these books that are like super hyped also for me, like that I see a lot of chatter about, I get nervous because like, of course, you know, you worry like, is it even going to be that good? And it was, so that was great. But like, also, is it even going to be worth my, like, not worth my time, but like, am I going to be happy I spent the time reading it? And I did. I read this in like 2.5 days, not even, like 2 days, if that. Because I started like a little bit of it on the, the 3rd? Yeah, so I'd started it on the end of April. I read a little bit, and then yesterday, the 1st and 2nd, I read most of it, and then this morning, the 3rd, I finished it. So like, I read it really quickly, but yeah, I kind of liked it. I do think this is one of those things where you only, like, it's going to be popular with a very specific group, and it is definitely not for everyone. Again, I think if you're someone who watched some of these TV shows I mentioned, you will enjoy. If you are someone who likes that stuff, you will like it. But I also think it's weird because, like, again, half of this is the idea that, like, obviously the people who are trained to catch these people are terrible at their jobs, and that's always weird. Because it's not that they're not terrible at their jobs. By no means do I think the FBI or cops are good at their job, but it's weird to, like, read about people doing this, even though it's fiction, right? Because to me, they're almost turning themselves into cops in a weird way. Because they're now the guys. They're the bad guys who are going to be the good guys who catch the bad guys. Which is always kind of weird. I don't know. Like I said, I'm doing reading and stuff on propaganda and like dissecting some of this. Because I just wonder, like, why, and I also, listen, I don't know. I have thoughts, but I can't articulate the thoughts yet. I also want to note, I'm talking for so long. I'm so sorry. But oh well, it is what it is. I also want to note though, I think sometimes like about when I read older romances, what was happening in the world at the time. And I wonder right now if some of these darker books like this that were written recently are not a reflection of the loss of control we all feel from things like COVID. The economy situation right now is not great. The election year coming, like the response to some of these like out of control things we feel like are happening around us in the world. Serial killer romance is the response to that right now. Because like when 50 Shades of Grey and some of the billionaire romances were popping off, we were in a recession again. And there were a lot of things out of our control. The dream thing was reading these men who could just take care of you, right? Because you had to go back to work as a woman, or, you know, your family's struggling and all these things, you know, because everybody was like struggling then too. So I just wonder, like, is the new uptick of serial killer romances us all reckoning with the fact that we have done nothing but learn more about how little these police forces and other things do to handle things correctly? Just a thought. Anyways, I'm gonna go let Millie in. I just rambled at you for so long and I'm so sorry. I'll be back in a little bit with something else. I don't know what I'm gonna read today otherwise, but I'm at work on Secret Project, and then I need to see how long the Hurricane Wars is because I'm reading that tomorrow for sprints for Star Wars Day. The rain came like out of nowhere. It's sunny now, of course, because the south, and my battery's dying. But I'm now so sleepy from the rain. Why? But yeah, I'm trying to find motivation. It has seeped out of my body, so that's great. I think I need rest today, so I think I'm gonna lean into it because that's kind of what I've done all day anyway, so it's fine. Just that was gonna be productive, but it didn't happen. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna take a nap. I'll be back and hopefully maybe read a little before or after my nap. Okay, I'm in bed. I have not much left in Secret Project, so I think I'm gonna listen to that. But I saw somebody on TikTok do this. They like turned the reading thing, the reading pillow backward because it rotates, right? And like now it just sits well for me. So I've got that set up, like page turner attached, like ready to read. Do me a favor because I want to finish up that buddy read. I kind of don't want to read that right now. I kind of want to read Secret Project. So I don't know. Or maybe a novella. I might read a novella tonight. I am really sleepy, so I kind of just want to lay down and enjoy my book stuff and hopefully just kind of fall asleep while Grumps plays video games and, you know, get up tomorrow for May the 4th's readathon situation. I'm very excited for it, very ready for it. I can't wait to read Hurricane Wars. I'm very intrigued, to say the least, on how and what that's going to look like at the end of the day. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna go let Millie in. I'm gonna go lay down and do my final steps in skincare and read. So I might update you again, but probably in the morning I will update you again because I just am ready for like bed. I'm very tired today though. I woke up way earlier than I meant to, as we discussed. Like I even took a little bit of a nap and I'm still like just wiped. So I think we're gonna lean into being sleepy and either audiobook with a sleep timer or read until we fall asleep. We'll see which one fully draws the ADHD brain in. Happy Saturday. It is May the 4th. We are on our second sprint right now. It is almost over. I have a minute 30 seconds left. I have a peas and a Millie with me, of course, because I always have a peas and a Millie with me. Just about always. I'm up to chapter 9 in the Hurricane Wars. I'm listening to this on audio. I have A New Hope. Whoa, be nice. I have A New Hope playing in the background while I listen. I don't love or hate the Hurricane Wars so far. But yeah, I don't think we've gotten quite enough filed off for me to be like super thrilled with it. I don't hate it by any means. It's just not as good as I wanted it to be so far. I'm really waiting for the romance to pick up because I think that's when I'll enjoy it more. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. That puts me... I wish Audible would add percentages, but they have not yet. 21% in, so we'll see what happens. Timer just went off. I'll be back. Who didn't update you after sprints? I ended up taking a nap. Grumps went to the gym. I took a nap. I'm a sleepy girl. I'm always a sleepy girl. But hi from bed. I want to update you 2 things. I DNF'd the Hurricane Wars at about 44% in because honestly, I need to be better about DNFing a thing if I'm not enjoying it and not just pushing through. Also was sold on the fact that I could still get my Audible credit back for it. So I was just kind of like, you know what? Let's DNF it. I think it makes sense. Like, we're not having a good time. Why continue to struggle through? Second thing is I read the Loch Ness Mermaid Omegaverse fic. So this is a reylo. I will link it down below for you. We're not going to critique fic here. I do want to lay that out because fic is a gift to the community. A fic cannot be for you and you can just move on. We don't need to, like, you know, publicly critique it necessarily. I do think there's some fic that are exceptions to this rule now because of the way they've been brought into the public, but I still, this is one of those fics that's like not made to be, it's not the same. Anyways, I read it and it's so funny. It's called Cockness. It has "You're my only hope" in it as a statement she makes. He also says he doesn't like being called Nessie because it sounds like something from a vampire movie, and that made me cackle. It's so funny. I highly recommend this if you want to try a fic, but specifically like more of a crack fic, which basically just means it's bonkers and off the wall, right? Because this is literally that. Like, Ray jumps into the lock and immediately becomes a mermaid. She's like that clip from I don't know if anybody else remembers the TikTok anymore. They're like, "No, I got wet," and like they turn into a mermaid, and I think it's from like the H2O movies or something. Anyways, it's that clip, like that TikTok trend that went on around for a while ago. And it was so funny. It was like that. She jumps in the water. All of a sudden she's a mermaid. And then she's like a camera, some kind of special camera that's waterproof, I guess. And she keeps diving. She talks to the fish. She finds him and she calls him Nessie. And then she calls him Cockness. And they bone, and like there's pheromones and there's like alpha and omega stuff. And it's so funny. Like, it was so funny and fun, and it's a very quick read. I had a blast reading it, so highly recommend if you're open to like a really bonkers thing. And then I'm like 40% into How to Slay a Dragon. So I'd read a good bit of this last night and fell asleep, of course, because duh. And I'm gonna finish it up this evening. I don't know if I'll come back or not. I'm about to put on pajamas. I realize I match my bedding right now. It's fine. I've put on my like really big oversized sweatshirt for the evening. Yeah, so I'm gonna read How to Slay a Dragon now and see how that goes. So far I'm enjoying it at 40%. It's a half humanoid dragon situation. I got this for free in one of those free Kindle days. It was like a free monster romance day. And I'm just trying to pick stuff up, to be honest with you, because I just want to pick things up I've downloaded onto my Kindle instead of letting them sit here. But yeah, I'm really enjoying How to Slay a Dragon because we have a female knight. We have a half humanoid dragon situation. And he traps her basically. And it's been pretty fun so far. But face wash, pajamas, skincare. If I come back here and I look even paler, it's the lotion I put on my face because it has zinc in it. So it like makes you really pale, but oh my god, it has made my skin banana pants smooth. I say that. Look, I don't have a zit right now, but either way, it's been clearing me up a lot. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that, and I think I'm gonna put on the last Star Wars movie that I have to finish. Because I've almost watched the first 3 movies. Not 1 through 3, but like 4 through 7. You know, the first 3 that came out. I've almost watched through all those. Because I'll probably watch the rest next week. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm going to read a whole bunch this evening before I pass out. Even though it's already 11:30. So goal 1, finish How to Slay a Dragon. Goal 2 will be pick something else up. But yeah, I'm gonna go wash my face. I will be back. Hello friends. I'm back. I'm here to wrap this vlog up because it is Monday afternoon, not morning. Hoo-hoo. No, it is almost 2 o'clock. I have not even opened the new vlog. I have filmed the intro to a video I'm about to work on, but I'm here. So basically our weekend was spent catching up on a lot of TV, and also One Piece dropped on Sunday, so we've already watched 5 of the 10 new episodes in dub. I'll be finishing that up tonight, so I'll have thoughts in the next vlog. But it has just been a busy week. It has been chaos, but I did finish something else on Sunday night. So I finished How to Slay a Dragon. This was a freebie during one of the free book promotions that tends to happen. I liked this. Didn't love it. I liked it though. I liked it. It was not as good as it could have been. It was not as bad as it could have been. But this cover gives me a different kind of energy than what was in the book, right? I was expecting a really quick short novella that was very smutty. It took me a couple nights to read because I was just reading it before bed generally. Hold on. Now we're better. Anyways, I was just reading it before bed. So like I wasn't necessarily like reading a bunch of it, but I did think it was going to be a lot sexier than it was. But I still had fun. I'm definitely intrigued enough that I would like to try another book by this author, and I think it would be really interesting to do that at some point. 3.5, 4 stars. Again, nothing fantastically amazing. Happy to have it off my TBR. Happy to have tried a new author, but yeah, I don't know. Something about it just didn't quite hit for me overall. Anyways, okay. So yeah, that's kind of it right now. I'm going to open this week's vlog, which will have a little bit more in it, but I don't know, I'm kind of hyper today, so there's that. But yeah, so hopefully this week's another good reading week. I think it will be. I'm definitely like trucking through the end of my secret project. I mean, I'm halfway now, so I will be done with it in the next week and a half, give or take. I'll probably finish it while I'm away, but that's fine. This was such a fun week. I'm just so happy to be back vlogging. So I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm sure next week we'll have even more bonkersness, because they always do. My life seems to just be a never-ending spiral of bonkers right now, it feels like. So there's that. Let me know in the comments what you're most excited to read this month. Like what is your most amped up like read for May? I would like to know, like, what are you just dying to get to? If you don't do that, leave me a bird emoji, because they are chirping away outside my window right now, and we love that. So yeah, you can do that down below. I will have links to the books I read, links to my friend anywhere on the internet that I am, and I will talk to y'all in just a few days. Bye!
About to leave, already packing, come with me, I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we